Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back. Today is Monday, February 13th, 2017. I'm sitting here in my bedroom about maybe close to 9 o'clock-ish, perhaps. It is the eve before Valentine's Day. Don't know how I feel about Valentine's Day anymore. I used to be all into this like celebrate love kind of attitude. I just I have a problem where I just kind of like live for love. That's just how I am. I love romance. I'm a hopeless romantic. I like all of the corny things like candlelight and poetry and flowers and all that crazy dumb junk. So on the inside, honestly, I'm just a girl on the inside, just a little girl. But over the course of the years, I learned something important. My ex would often, my ex-husband, would often present me with things for Valentine's Day or whatever, whether they were flowers or a card, or he'd write something in a card. And at the time, that stuff really meant a lot to me. In fact, it meant a ton. But what I realized after this toxic relationship ended was that none of that was meant at all. He didn't mean any of it. So it was really difficult for me to accept that all of the words and all of the actions and everything that was done over the years was a complete falsity. Unfortunately, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, that is exactly what happens. They can falsify something for as long as it takes to get what they need out of it, and once they're done, they're done. Maybe in their minds, there's some kind of victim. Perhaps they're so emotionally unsteady that they're always seeking a way out. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot tell you how narcissists work because I am not a narcissist. When I love something, I love it. When I don't love something, I don't love it. When I love people, I tell them. When I don't love them, I don't want nothing to do with them. It's pretty much kind of how I am. But yeah, over the course of time, especially after my ex left, last year was my very first Valentine's Day alone, and I cried the whole day. I was unhappy. I didn't have anyone to spend my time with, even though I was kind of seeing somebody. I wasn't seeing them, and they were totally not into the Valentine's Day thing. In fact, they were repulsed by it. So none of that stuff happened. Not to say that, seeing this person or doing something or whatever would have made anything any different. I just saw all these commercials for Jared or Kay or Zales Jewelers, and these women getting these lavish gifts, and they're all in love, and I realized just how fraudulent it all was, and how horrible it was, and how people can be bought and sold, and that's not who I am. So last year was rough for me. I know I did some big FUs to Valentine's Day. I was bitter towards lovers that were celebrating their love for each other. Altogether, just a cranky pants. This year, I'm just a little more subdued. While I still feel some things about Valentine's Day as far as some disgust, there's also this strange little bubble of hope in me that's like, maybe I can still celebrate love, but in a different way. I don't know what that means. So tomorrow being Valentine's Day, I'm just gonna have to see what that gets me. The last few days I've been suffering with some tummy aches, some digestive issues. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. But it's miserable, and I thought I was over it, and now I've got stomach cramps again this evening. Last evening, yesterday afternoon, I got very ill. with digestive issues, and then I took some Pepto, and in a while I was up again, I ate again, and then next thing I know, before bed, I'm down and out all over again, like in pain. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'm hoping that that ends soon. What else? So far, it looks like my weight loss stuff is going well, though. In the last 2 weeks, I've lost a total of 4 pounds, and that's about right. And I don't know what this week's going to bring, because I've been eating kind of, not that great. When I do eat, sometimes I try to eat, and I fail miserably at eating. So we'll have to see what Friday brings. And I got to get some more liquids in, because I am just not getting enough water and stuff. Work stuff. It's work stuff. What are you going to do? Not 100% happy in my interim position, but there's nothing I can do about it until something changes in my department. And I guess that's really everything for now. I'm excited because my partner, and yeah, I guess you could say my partner, he agreed to that terminology, even though it's totally weird for me to say partner. I'd rather say my beau or my boo, but not my bae. I wouldn't say my bae. I'd rather say, like, those terms. I don't want to say boyfriend, because I think boyfriend sounds putrid. I can't even use that terminology. So sometimes I say my boo, and sometimes I say my beau, and sometimes I say my partner, because that's the term we agreed upon. But at any rate, this person is taking me to a glass blowing class this Saturday, and I'm very, very excited to go try this thing. We're going to build a paperweight together out of hand-blown glass, so that should be fun. I'm very thankful for my partner. We were off to a pretty rough start there, just with confusion and not knowing which direction in life that anybody's going, and I guess we're kind of in a same but different place, but things have really smoothed out and become quite nice the last few weeks, like starting mid-December or so. Things became much more peaceful. We had the talk about partner, and I became at ease more so with my role in this relationship. I still sometimes suffer with knowing if it's real or if this is faked. I struggle because of the relationship I had prior with my ex-husband. I struggle thinking that things are real because I was led on for 11 years. And maybe in the beginning, maybe 1 or 2 years of my relationship right before my marriage, maybe we were okay. Maybe things were okay. But I'm pretty sure I was used as an escape route from Mom's house, because his mother was supposed to be remarried and he hated his stepfather. And, here comes this single girl who has her own place and is doing a thing, and suddenly, the rest is history. But a lot of years of marriage were faked. They're totally faked. There was all this I love you and all this stuff going on, and to find out afterwards that wasn't true. This was just convenient for me. I didn't have a place to go, blah blah blah. There's nothing more heart-wrenching than living a lie, and I fear all the time that I'm going to continue living lies until I just drop dead. So yeah, I have issues believing in a thing that I want to believe in. I have issues with, knowing that my partner's being true and honest with me. Because of my history, I feel almost unlovable. I feel kind of like a broken person that nobody really will ever be able to care about the way that I deserve to be cared about. So, yeah, I have issues. At any rate, that was a little gut spill. I hope everybody is having a nice week so far, and I hope you enjoyed my little my little catching up here and my little rant about Valentine's Day and lovers and relationships and all that fun jazz. And of course, if you like the video, you can feel free to give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe. You can like. You can do whatever the frick you want. Or share. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I hope everyone has a lovely time, and thanks for watching.